Today I want to show you a special, very old recipe how you can treat your illness at yourself. Today we are making pitch ointment. In one of my last videos I showed you the gold of the forest, resin. And resin is a very strong healing natural part, because you can heal a lot of illness with that. And the recipe that I want to show you today is from the Alps. You know, high in the Alps there was the farms, and the people who lived there has to take care about themselves. There was no doctor to reach when they are ill, so they had to use what nature had given them, and it had to be a very strong healing effect, because their life depends on that. And the recipe that I want to show you today is from this time out of the Alps. Welcome back. My name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft. The recipe of this, you will find the recipe also in my book, Free and Wild, but it's only in German. So what you need is beeswax, then you need a good oil. This here is sesame oil. You need bottles where you can bring the irrigants inside, and then of course the resin. So I already collected it in the wood, and you can also use some healing plants, but this is not a must. And then you need an old pot. At first we need 40 grams of resin. It's all glued together, of course. As you can see, there is moss inside and also some tree branch, because you collect it directly from the tree. So I have to remove it now. You can try to pick it out a little bit, but you will not be able to pick out everything because it's glued together. So in that we can clean those resin. We have to heat it. You can do the whole process of making ointment in your kitchen, but I prefer to make it outside. I like to do it at the campfire because it has a special feeling if you create something like that at the campfire. But you also can use your gas cooker. Gas cooker is also great because with the gas cooker you can regulate the heat. The resin should not be too hot, so temperatures around 60 degrees are perfect, because we don't want that it burns. But we have to melt it, that we can remove all those the stuff what is not resin, like moss or bark. Okay, so as you can see, the resin started to melt. It's a liquid now, and I don't like that it started to burn. Because of this I have here continuous movement, and as you can see how it looks, you can maybe know for what kind of stuff we used the resin in the past. So it's like a glue or like a chewing gum. And it is pretty good if you use the resin in a survival situation as a chewing gum. Why? I told you in my another video, the gold of the woods. So in this video I show you all the good details of how you can use resin in a survival situation. For example, resin is like a glue, so if you have a tent or a tarp and it has a hole inside, you can fix this hole with resin, because it's like glue. So, and all the other important stuff, how you can use it in a survival situation, you will find in the video, The Gold of the Woods. So I try to bring out all the urgent out of the resin that I don't want. while it is liquid. So this looks easier than it is because of course you also bring out some resin, but yeah, it has to be. So you have to know that all those kitchen stuff that you use for this process will be maybe later unusable because the resin will never go away completely. I give it up. There is so much stuff inside, so this resin was pretty dirty. Now I let it through this here because then I will clean out everything. But this won't be sober, clean in the future, so I have to use it for the resin in the future too. There is not so much resin left because it was so dirty. Because of this I made a second pot. I use it also to clean out with smoke my house, so there is always enough at home. And because of this, this is not a big problem now. While I started the resin melt completely, I want to tell you a little bit how you can use this resin recipe. So you can use it for rheumatic complaints. If you have rheumatic pain or muscle pain, you can use it. Just bring it out to your skin and it will help you a lot. It will help you if you have bad cough. Just rub it here at your breast and also at the back. So and then it will help you when you have skin problems like dry skin, or if you have a piece of wood inside, peeked inside like a needle, it will help you to bring it out. You can also use it when you have a wound, so also a cutting wound. Just give the resin recipe on top of it, and it is anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. So this will help your wound to heal and to stay healthy without bacteria or any infections. Ha, heiß. So, durch mit dir. Look how much stuff there is inside that we don't want. A lot of needles, moss and bark pieces. All of this would be into our project, and we don't really like that. So then I have here oil. This is the sesame oil, but you don't have to use sesame oil. You can also use olive oil because olive oil will stay fresh for at least 1 year in those mixture together. Other oils are not so good for that. And then I have here my beeswax. I have those small pieces. You can also use a big part of beeswax from yeah, you can also buy a big piece of beeswax. So this should be 30 grams. I will add you the recipe in a short form with the American not milligram and liter like we have it here. I will add you the recipe in the video description, then you have the right amount of weight. So you can also use some healing plants. You don't have to do that because if you use that, it will last longer to make the recipe. Because if you want to add some medical flowers or medical plants, you will have to put the oil into the resin and then add the medical plants and then have everything at a lower temperature for at least 1 hour, that all the good parts of the medical plants came outside. So you just can skip those parts and do the next step. I added the oil and the beeswax, and now I heat it up a little bit that I can mix all the urchandens together. And then we just have to fill it into our glasses. It's ready. Now it just had to cool off and then it's ready to use. So you can use it for around 1 year and then you should produce a new one. So if you do all those work for once in a year, then you will have enough for the whole year. So feel free to try it out and write in the comments if you already maybe know the using of resin. So, and just try it out and use it, it's pretty great. Thank you for watching, we will see us in the next video, bye bye!